We head into the halfway mark of our 6-game slate on this Tuesday. Still live from Bahay ni Jawo in Valenzuela City, headlining the 18 and under action for the third game as two teams from the North Division who are waging their last hurrah for a spot in the playoffs slug it out as we continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. And we are now in the third game, 18 and under action now between Davao King Thorns versus Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. And after this, it's going to be the Valenzuela Progress versus the Quezon City 828 Junior Giants from 18 down to 14. Good afternoon, magandang tanghali po. Eman Cabiles, kasama pa rin si Kyle Sanchez. Richie Sangalang is our courtside reporter. And we're now in the 18 and under division. So Davao King Thorns versus Mandaluyong Junior Microsmiths. Parehong teams suffered losses in their last game. Let's start with the Davao King Thorns.
Yes, that was actually their third straight loss. It was a close ball game all throughout, no? But towards the end game, nagkaroon lang ng defensive lapse itong Davao, which gave way for Quezon City to capitalize on that mistake, and they got away with the win. So it was a 61-59 loss para sa Davao.
That's right. Samantala, going to Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, they also suffered a loss against JT Bulacan Taipan, 95-88.
Yes, Mandaluyong was able to keep it close in the first half. But in the second half, Bulacan was able to adjust defensively and cause a lot of turnovers kontra dito sa Mandaluyong, which gave them the separation that they needed to carve out a 7-point victory. And for both teams, for Davao, it was Adiam La Rosa who led the way with 14 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double effort in that loss to Quezon City. While for Mandaluyong naman, it was Bon Irvin Daha who stuffed the stat sheet with 23 points and 13 rebounds to go along with 5 assists.
All right, so let's get this game started. We now turn you over to our venue announcer, Balong Rosetes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bahay ni Jawo, Valenzuela City. Here we go for the third match, 18 in under division of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. We're live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Junior MPBL. It's a battle between Davao King Thorns versus Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Let's meet the starters from both teams first from your Davao King Thorns. Starting at guard number 27, Subair Sahali. Also at guard number 6, Enrico Feliciano. Forward number 18, Adiam La Rosa. Power forward number 10, Jack Humalesa. The man in the middle, number 26, Gian Del Rosario. Head coach is Coach Erwin Braganza, assisted by Eddie Bondog and Iris Isip. Davao King Thorns team owner, Mr. Erwin and Alan Lagancia. And now, time to meet the stars of your Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Guard number 11, Andre Herrera. Also at guard number 88, Zaid Liego. Forward number 13, Justin Elduayan. Also at forward number 15, Oliver Almonte. Center number 21, CJ Satparan. Head coach is Coach Mark Herrera. Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Team owner, Mr. Joseph Chua.
We now look at our Doride Bola ng Pinoy team starters. Doride, our official ball dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. For Mandaluyong is Andre Herrera, Liego, Elduayan, Almonte, and Satparan. For Davao with Sahali, Feliciano, La Rosa, Humalesa, and Del Rosario. Interestingly enough, Kyle, first 5 ng Mandaluyong is their only 5 at the moment.
Yes, no? 5 players suiting up para dito kay Coach Mark Herrera in the 18 and under division. Muntigan pa nga sila ma-default last second or last minute rather during the warm-ups. A 5th player came just in time para dito sa Mandaluyong para maituloy natin itong 18 and under game natin. And another tall task for Coach Mark Herrera to overcome here in the third game in this virtual 3-game series between Mandaluyong and Davao, wherein no player will be able to get a rest if walang ibang dadating para dito sa Mandaluyong, no?
In the 16 and under game we just had earlier, as Andre Herrera opens this one up with a 3 from the right elbow.
Oh, last one to arrive during the warm-ups, pero first player to score dito sa laro natin. No warm-up needed or konting warm-up lang ang kinailangan dito ni Andre.
And as I was saying, kanina no 16 and under, they only had 8 players on the bench. Itong sila Coach Mark Herrera and the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Pagdating dito sa 18 and under, gusto ni Mark Herrera, nanalo sila no, sa 16 and under. At parang gusto pa ni Coach Mark Herrera na mas may challenge pa.
Oo, talagang paunti na paunti yung players, no? Yung 14 and under, marami-rami pa. And the 16 and under, they had 8.
Kala natin,
5 na lang.
Kala natin, konti na lang yung 8 players. Mas kumonti pa pala dito sa 18.
Baka mamaya may 3x3 tournament pa sa salihan si Coach Mark. Tatlo na lang.
However, Mandaluyong is still leading so far in this first quarter, 3-0 as Davao fails to get a conversion in the last play.
And for Davao naman, of course, having the advantage of having a deep bench dito sa laro natin, no? They should turn up the pressure defensively and try to tire out the players nito nila Coach Mark dito sa Mandaluyong. And you know, if everything goes well para sa Davao, that should be their game plan.
Kanina sa 16 and under game with 8 players, si Coach Mark mismo nagsabi na fatigue ang kalaban nila. Paano pa kaya ngayon na 5 lang ang players niya dito sa 18 and under? As was that another 3? Yes, it was.
It was. Kahit gaano pa kabata itong mga ito, syempre mapapagod din. So pacing will be key para sa players ni Coach Mark. And also taking care of their fouls.
Exactly. And Del Rosario scores underneath the right idea para dito sa Davao King Thorns to take advantage of their size. Kanina hindi nila nagawa yun masyado sa 16 and under, no? But right now in the 18 and under, kahit pa paano mas may experience na ang players sila here. That time Del Rosario had a open layup underneath. At syempre sabi mo nga Kyle, hindi lang yung pagod yung fouls pa magiging kalaban nyo. So medyo magiging pilay sa depensa itong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith as they have to limit their fouls para makaabot sila sa dulo nitong laro na to.
And we all know that Coach Mark likes his boys to put pressure defensively, especially in the backcourt, trying to get steals and a lot of fast break opportunities. Pero this time, for majority maybe of this ball game, they will have to drop down into this 2-3 zone, no? And, you know, try to limit yung inside scoring nitong Davao.
And for Davao, I'm sure they want to take the ball and pound it inside. Pero at that time, the defense held up and a travel was called against Del Rosario, if I'm not mistaken. And as you said, Kyle, Davao now needs to turn up the pressure, especially on defense, para madagdagan pa yung ini-expect na pagod nitong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Meanwhile, Kiefer Andre Herrera finds a pattern underneath, pero may travel din na tinawag doon. Check that was Almonte who got called for the travel. Elbow 3 will not fall for Z Sahali. And here comes the Microsmith. The floater off the glass bounces out. Offensive rebound by Almonte. In the 16 under, the 8 players of Coach Mark Herrera outworked the complete bench of Davao all-win feeds. Pero let's see if his wards in the 18 and under division can do the same Pero syempre, mas malaki yung challenge. 5 lang sila so far.
Yes, Davao, the much taller team compared dito sa Mandaluyong, no? If kulang na nga sila sa players and meron pa silang height disadvantage kontra dito sa Davao. So, numerous obstacles for Mandaluyong to overcome here in this ball game, but they are up by 6 right now. So, good start para sa kanila. They will have to start strong, in which they are doing right now, para magkaroon sila ng konting caution if ever na magkaroon ng run itong Davao, which I am expecting them to have.
Samantala, the Davao King Thorns are basically executing well. No? It's just that their shots are not falling that time. They moved the ball. They swung the ball from left to right. They had an open corner 3, pero La Rosa could not knock it down. And now the Microsmith on the attack, short on the tray by Andre. Pero they saved the ball. And it seems yun nga talaga, they're still planning to outwork their opponents. Talking about the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. At nakakuha pa doon ng foul sa layup. Itong si Satparam.
And Mandaluyong has had a number of offensive rebounds already here in the first quarter, no? And yung front line nitong Davao noticeably taller compared to the front court nitong Mandaluyong. Wala nga masyadong big man, or maybe just one legitimate big man once again para dito sa Mandaluyong, and still they are out hustling and first to the ball and getting those long rebounds, itong red shirts.
At tingnan mo naman, wala na silang balak mag-offensive rebound pa off that free throw. Lahat bumaba na para meron din chance mag-rest. And finally, a 3-point shot falls courtesy of Sahali that time para dito sa King Thorns ng Davao. Herrera pulls up and nothing but net on that beautiful jumper by Kiefer Herrera. And because of that, the Davao King Thorns forced to call a timeout as lumalaki na yung lamang. It now stands at 6. Let's take a look at the last J by Kiefer Herrera. Nothing but net. In the meantime, we'll take a short break at babalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Minamarkahan ko na nga eh. Pag nagkamali pa ako, ewan ko na lang.
We have reached the last game of Davao King Thorns and Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Same as the previous game, both teams are planning to bounce back from their loss. According to number 18, Adiam La Rosa of Davao King Thorns, during the Typhoon Karina, they still continue to train individually sa malalapit na court sa kanila. And at the same time, San Beda, their school was open for them to train. And for those naman na di nakakalabas dahil sa baha, nag-send ang kanilang coach ng online training for them to follow. La Rosa believes that their team chemistry had improved compared to their previous games and now confident in playing with them. Back to you, Kyle and Eman.
Thank you, Richie. And what do you think of that, Kyle? Yung individual training, lalo na if you can't go out of the house. I'm sure that happened during the pandemic, no? When a lot of players were trying to stay in shape even without basketball in those dark days. No? Is it effective?
Well, of
Depende
course,
sa tao.
nothing can replicate yung being in actual team practice, no? Yung being together with your team and building that chemistry during those workouts na kasama mo yung mga kakampi mo. But it has its benefits, yung mga online training. Still, kumbaga, having the mindset na lang na it's better than nothing laying around the house. At least, pinapawisan ka pa rin and you get to stay in shape. Para pagdating na ulit ng mga regular team practices nyo, hindi ka na masyado maghahabol sa kondisyon mo.
Right. In the meantime, more trouble here for Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith as tama naman yung second stringers in Davao King Thorns. Valdez, a bigger center, just checked in. And you have a athletic forward in Gumpal. And then here's Bill Jeremy Gravador.
Ang tatangkad ng players ng Davao. No?
At athletic pa yan.
Yes, so masakit yan para sa Mandaluyong, literal, masasakit ang katawan nila. sa mga matchups na to. But still, leading by 6.
In our second game, Kyle, I mentioned to you as Bill Jeremy Grabador just knocked down that left elbow 3. Yeah, I mentioned to you na I've seen this Mandaluyong team, only 7 players available, or I think, oh, check that. It was 9 players available. It was in Cavite City. Tapos graduate pa yata isa, fall trouble pa yung isa. Pero they still won over the complete lineup of Valenzuela, if I'm not mistaken. So parang sanay itong mga to na underdogs talaga eh. And they will outwork you no matter what the situation is.
Yun ang maaasahan natin sa mga players ni Coach Mark Herrera, no? Even though they are the shorter team, kulang pa sa players, pero maaasahan mo talaga na yung effort nila hindi talaga magkukulang when they're on the floor.
Down low now, Lago. Oh, that was rejected. At sinilip pa siya ni Almonte after that block. The spin, the jumper is pure for El Duayan.
Player na ni Coach Mark to sa Ama University pa lang, no? So very familiar na with Coach Mark's system tong si Justin El Duayan.
Here's Bill Jeremy. Swings the ball. The 3-point shot is not there from Julio. Samantala, scoring once again is Mandaluyong. That time by Almonte.
A great defense there from Andre Herrera, causing that traveling infraction dito kay I believe that's Julio.
Right. El Duayan trying to bring down the ball, this time against Bill Grabador. Oh, finds an opponent underneath. At naka-end one pa doon si Almonte.
Yan ang masakit doon, no? Itong si Ashton Lago. He was ball watching. And yun nga, kita natin sa replay dito, no? Si Lago was unaware na kumakat sa likod niya. Itong si Almonte, and he was a second too late. Got caught with a foul.
Almonte with a pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play, completing it after sinking that bonus free throw. And yeah, credit half of those points to El Duayan, no, for setting up that play. In the meantime, that's the second 3 by Bill Jeremy, this time from the right corner. .30 seconds remaining in the first, and surprisingly, Mandaluyong is up by 7, 20-13. That's another 3 by Kiefer Andre Herrera, looking like a real phenom right there. Itong si Kiefer.
Oh, basketball prodigy. Itong si Andre Herrera, no? Manang-mana sa tatay.
That's his second 3 of the game. Julio picks up the offensive rebound. And that attempt was short as the buzzer sounds. Our first period ends. Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, despite having 5 players only, is up by 10, 23-13. As we take a look at some first quarter highlights. That's the first 3 of Bill Jeremy Grabador. He had another one from the other side, but Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith very much in this one, and we'll see how long they'll last as we take a last look of Kiefer Andre Herrera knocking down his last 3. The score is 23-13. We'll be back for the second quarter.
Back to the ball game, ball possession of Davao King Thorns.
And we are back streaming to you live from the Bahay ni Jawo in Valenzuela City. Eman Cabiles alongside Kyle Sanchez, Richie Sangalang, our courtside reporter. It is the 18 and under match between Davao and Mandaluyong. Mandaluyong leading now by 12 points, 25-13, as even with only 5 players, they seem to be outworking, out-hustling itong opponents nila.
Pag ganito talaga kakonti, no, ang players sa lineup, everyone should have the green light. Basta open ka, tira mo na.
Right.
No? You don't have the luxury na anymore to choose your opportunities or pick your spots. Basta pag open, take it.
And so far, it has been working for Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. They're still up by 12. Julio straight up 3. A bit short. Offensive rebound. Put back is good. Plus the foul by Gumpal. And that's a pound for pound fitness. Foul counted play. Marcus Bow.
Oh, walang nag-box out
Yep.
that time, no? And masakit doon, may end one pa. And this is what we're expecting them to do, no? Speaking of Davao, of course, they have to pound it inside, get a lot of offensive rebounds. They are the taller team. Kahit yung mga guards and yung mga wing players nila, mas matangkad sa guards and wings nitong Mandaluyong. So
Even the center.
Yes, of course. even yung centers. So, it goes without saying na yun talaga dapat as much as possible, every possession talagang ididigdig nila yung bola inside.
Right, if they want to get back into this one, talking about the Davao King Thorns, they're down by 10 points, 25-15. And as we've said, so far they are being outworked by this 5-man team of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. And it is all headed by this guy, keeper Andre Herrera. And that was a holding foul called against Feliciano. And still shuffling his players on the floor. Itong coaching staff ng Davao King Thorns, as if saying na, tamang dami namin players. Oh.
Oh, baka nga pwede pa sila magpahiram eh.
In the meantime, Gravador will get an end one. Bill Jeremy Gravador with a pound for pound play. Foul counted there at he got a foul.
Yes, that's already the
Right,
second foul.
of
Kay
Diego.
Diego. And yung upper body strength nito ni Gravador, no? Kita-kita natin. Focusing on making that shot kahit merong contact. Just a little trivia, Bill Gravador, back and forth pala ito. Lumaki sa United Kingdom and here in the Philippines. So may mga relatives and family pala siya doon. So back and forth siya between here and there. Kaya marami siyang natututunan in terms of yung basketball exposure niya.
Oh, that jumper by El Duayan once again falls. He's been doing that kanina man. No? Basically, second time getting the conversion. Siya yung nagbababa ng bola, taking it to the middle, and then just pulling up for the jump shot.
Getting rebounds then on the other end. All around itong Justin El Duayan.
Well, with the limited players available para dito sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, as Herrera again knocks down the 3. His third of the game. As I was saying, dapat talaga kung 5 lang kayo, kung ano man ang pwede nyo gawin, gawin nyo na.
Oo, no? Wala ka nang dapat isip-isipin pa. Just go out there and play.
And so far, that's what Mandaluyong has been doing. Oh, I thought that would follow, yung tap na yun. But the Microsmith gets it, gets the possession back, and they set it up. Justin against Tagle. This time offline on the shot, but he gets that steal. Passes it to Liego. Oh, Liego tried to shuffle it back to Justin, but sobra na yun. Wala na sa posisyon yung kanyang player. Yung kanyang teammate rather. Though Liego pulls down the defensive rebound. Usually, Kyle, no, pag mga ganong Kiefer almost got that layup to go. Usually, pag mga ganong mga mistakes sa katulad ng ginawa ni Diego nung huli, ilalabas ka agad siya ni Coach Mark.
Oo, kaya lang. Pag linabas siya, siya rin yung babalik.
Oo. O kaya si Coach Jong, no?
Oo, no? Baka kailangan pa nila ng player dyan. May extra jersey. Pwede akong, kahit 5 minutes lang.
Although 18 and under, Kyle.
Ayun lang, no? Hindi na pwede. Overage by 14 years.
Huwag ka na mag-compute sa akin. Alam ko iniisip mo eh. Anyway, that's another turnover here. This time by Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. And La Rosa. Check that. That was Jack Maleza with the bucket. At napa-timeout si Coach Mark Herrera ng Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Look at this last play. The gather and the bucket para dito kay Jack. We have a timeout. It is brought to you by Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water of the Philippines.
Number 29, Bondaha of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, one of their key players, is not here with us today alongside some of their Gilas players and scorers. Coach Mark Herrera is leaning towards Eduayan and Herrera to step up in today's game. Umaasa si Coach Mark with their scores and speed, and hopefully makayanan nila ang mga big man ng Davao. Back to you, Kyle and Eman.
Thank you, Richie. And yes, that's all you can do is to hope na kayanin mo, lalo na yung mga malalaking front line itong Davao King Thorns. Kanina, kahit pa paano, may center pa sa 16 and under, kahit isa lang, no? Kahit si Gamboa lang.
Oo.
Ngayon, wala talaga eh.
Oo, Satparam having the unenviable task of matching up dito sa mga front court players ng Davao. Not only are they taller, pero they're also heftier, no? Malalaki ang kaha.
Right,
Mga big man itong Davao.
Actually, Davao King Thorns right now is playing small ball. No? They have no legitimate centers also on the floor. Bill Jeremy Gravador, I believe, is the one playing number 5. Ganun din yung number niya, 5. And I think they want to match up. Oh, that was a block. But finding a teammate underneath was Herrera, and great job staying on the play. Almonte with a short stab. So the lead is still 10 para dito sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Still maintaining a double-digit lead, and that was a block. Trap sa board. Outstanding timing there by Satparam. Kaya lang nakakonect sa jumper ang Davao.
And that's the problem, no? Pag wala na si Satparam in the picture, no one else is going to be manning the paint. Right. Para dito sa Mandaluyong.
And that was Satparam missing the baseline jumper, and here come the King Thorns. Oh, Tagle will be called for the travel.
Shuffling his feet.
Right.
That hesitation, it proves to be costly para dito sa Davao as Tagle gets called for a traveling.
Sayang yun on the part of Tagle, Kyle, because nag-commit na, tumalon na si Satparam. No? He left his feet. If he just went up, itong si Tagle, nakakuha pa siya ng foul.
Oo, no? And syempre, yun ang iniiwasan ng mga players nitong Mandaluyong. Kaya kailangan nilang ingatan yung foul situations nila.
In the meantime, good job by Davao King Thorns in applying that backcourt pressure. Oh, a foul on the three-point shot. And that's the third foul on Liego, partner.
You have to be smarter with how you defend dito sa ganitong klaseng laro, no? As much as possible, talagang ikaw nang iilag at iilag eh.
At sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon para sa Mandaluyong, Junior Microsmith, Liego committing, getting his third foul. At alam natin na 5 na lang sila. So, I wonder if the rule applies, no? Na pag may graduate na isa, tuloy pa rin ang laro 4 against 5.
Yes, now we will have to get clarification on that.
Right.
Otherwise, I will be forced to suit up para dito sa dating hometown ko of Mandaluyong.
Hometown natin actually, pero ikaw na lang.
Yes. Ay, ako na lang. Ako na lang mag-suit
Okay,
up.
yeah, ako, I'll just make you look good sa coverage.
Baka ibalik nila ako sa loob part.
Oo nga, no? Una-una, 18 and under, Kyle.
Oo. Yun nga pala, constantly reminding me of my gout. Oh, sorry, my age.
Ayun, na-remind tayo kung ilang taon na tayo. After that beautiful layup, El Duaya hanging in the air. Taking an extra second before laying it in para sa Mandaluyong. Samantala, that's a 3 coming from Bitare. And Ethan getting his team closer here para sa Davao King Thorns. That time, yung entry pa sa loob will not work. They try the second time to the other side. Oliver Almonte, what a smart play, faking 2 defenders, no, from the left and going to the right.
Oo, credit to Mandaluyong. They're still able to find ways to score even
Right.
though medyo humihigpit na ang depensa nitong Davao.
2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Mandaluyong still up by 8 points, 36-28. Justin now. Let's see if they're going to go back to that play, that ISO for Justin. Justin elects to pass it off to Kiefer. Long on the 3-point try. Herrera already has hit 3 3-pointers here in this game. And with 5 players on the floor, kahit sino may lisensya. No? Samantala, that's another block by Sakparam. His second of the game against Grabador, no less.
Medyo natutungkot na rin sa pagod itong si Satparam, no? But doing a good job so far para sa kanyang koponan in manning that paint.
There's a quarter 3, and that will fall. Right on time. Check that. I think a timeout is called by Mandaluyong with 1 second remaining. 1 minute. There you go. 1 minute and a timeout has been called by Coach Mark Herrera. It is brought to you by Nature Spring. Magbabalik po Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. And there is that beautiful close-up shot of our official ball ng Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL, Doride, bola ng Pinoy. So, to clarify, there's still 1 minute and 1 second remaining. There you go. Meron lang konting glare sa ating scoreboard. Mandaluyong still up by 6 now, 36-30.
And that big first quarter has allowed them to have this cushion, no? Even though that Davao is going on a run, yung malaking lamang ng Mandaluyong in the first quarter has allowed them to still have this 6-point lead heading into the half.
El Duwayan, wow! The turnaround jumper. Was that Kevin Durant?
Grabe, no? El Duwayan really making it easy for himself na maka-penetrate dun sa paint, and yung turnaround jumper niya, very consistent.
Diego needs to be careful once again on the closeout. Medyo aggressive yung closeout niya doon. Good thing that Diego did not connect with any part of the shooter's body, no? Meron isang free fouls dito. Talking about Lawrence Diego of Mandaluyong. 13 seconds remaining. Justin with the ball, asking for the ISO. He will go to the right, and then a kick out to Herrera. A good defense that time by the King Thorns of Davao. Homalesa, that Hail Mary shot too far off. And at the end of 2 quarters, Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith up by 8 points, 38-30 versus Davao King Thorns. We will take a short break. When we return, we'll have the halftime highlights plus the halftime reports.
Kasama natin ngayon si number 27 Zubair Sahali of Davao King Thorns. 8 points na ang lamang ng kalaban. And matanong ko lang, what do you think is the next step for your team para maipanalo o maituwid natin ang laban na to?
Sa tingin ko po, yung pwedeng gawin namin para mahabol po yung 8 points ng kalaban is kailangan po namin mag-double ng effort sa defense. And since yun nga, clearly 5 lang po yung kalaban namin, kailangan po namin mag-apply ng pressure sa kanila and magpaikot po ng bola sa offensive line ng po.
Given that said, mahaba pa ang oras, are you confident in winning today's game?
Opo, confident naman po kami na manalo po ngayong game.
Mga kaliga, Zubair Sahali of Davao King Thorns.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Congressman Eric Martinez, Dr. Catherine Martinez, and Kapitan John Manoy Ahero for hosting today's game. Maraming salamat po.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Congressman Eric Martinez, Dr. Catherine Martinez, and Kapitan John Manoy Ahero for hosting today's game. Maraming salamat po.
Still streaming live from Bahay ni Jawo in Valenzuela City. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. We are now in halftime of this 18 and under match between Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and Davao King Thorns. And Mandaluyong up by 8 points despite having only 5 players available. As we see that guy, Justin El Duayan, getting it done para dito sa Mandaluyong Microsmith, and yung teammate niya na si Almonte. Basically, everybody from Mandaluyong contributing, as like we've said, they only have 5 players. Leading scorers for Mandaluyong, Almonte has 13, El Duayan and Herrera both have 11. Samantala for Davao King Thorns, Grabador hitting 2 triples has 11 points. Jaco Malesa and Bitare each has 4 points.
And in that first half, no, very impressive. Itong Mandaluyong only having 5 players but doing all the little things right, getting those loose balls, fighting for rebounds, and getting every possession possible na ma-maximize nila lahat ng possession nila, and that's why they have an 8-point lead at the half.
And right now, sa perspective ng coaching staff nitong Davao King Thorns, Kyle, no?
Yes.
It is unacceptable na matalo pa kayo with against 5 opponents. No? So, I'm sure Coach Irvin Berganza and the rest of the coaching staff nitong Davao King Thorns will really push their boys to the limit dahil ikaw, papayag ka ba?
Oo.
Na ma-outwork ka pa ng 5 kalaban lang.
Yes, simply unacceptable is right. Yung giving up a 8-point lead at the half to an opponent who has no reserves. Talagang pigang-piga ang mga players nitong Mandaluyong. No, they will be playing 40 minutes each here today. So for Davao, malalim na nga yung bench nyo. Magagaling pa yung mga reserves mo. So you really have that luxury of being able to field in numerous lineups and combinations to try and make life difficult para dito sa Mandaluyong. But yet, Mandaluyong finding ways time and again to hold on to this lead and even extend this lead. And for Davao, they have had to make the necessary adjustments already here in the second half.
Right, number 1 is adjustments. Katulad nga na sinabi ni Z Sahali sa kanyang halftime interview with Richie Sanggalang, no? They really have to turn up their defense because right now, well, so far in the first half, they've allowed Mandaluyong to hit 43% of their field goals.
And to think, karamihan ng mga puntos nitong Mandaluyong have come from outside or
Right.
from drives to the basket. No, they have had some layups then inside. Pero yun nga, guard-oriented kasi itong team na to. So, for them to shoot that high of a percentage, it speaks of the defense or lack thereof dito sa Davao.
And speaking of lack of defense, that was way too easy for Kiefer Herrera knocking down that midi para sa Mandaluyong. In the meantime, very hesitant naman itong opensa ng Davao King Thorns. And there you have it, sa Param getting that rebound once again. Now here's Jasinel Duwayan. He's been doing that, just getting into that middle part of the lane all game long. And so far, kanina pa niya ginagawa, hindi pa rin siya napipigilan nitong Davao.
Oo, no, the guards of Davao having a difficult task of containing yung penetration nito ni Justin L. Duwayan. Yung first step niya is very quick. And
Right.
he's able to get into the paint with 1 or 2 dribbles. No? Tapos meron pa siyang pull-up jumper. So you have to honor that as well. Hindi mo masyado pwede bigyan ng espasyo. Pag dumikit ka naman masyado dito kay El Duwayan, he has that foot speed para
blow
iiwan
by.
ka niya. Yes.
Yeah. And look at the body language of the Davao King Thorns players, Kyle. Parang sila pa yung pagod no? Na parang sila pa yung down, 5 lang na naglalaro.
Yes, I'm sure may halong gulat na rin yan, no?
Right.
Na talagang binigla sila nitong Mandaluyong, 14 points. Ang kalamangan, I'm sure napapakamot na lang sila ng ulo as at how Mandaluyong has this lead right now.
And that's another miss for Davao King Thorns. Parang hirap na hirap silang makahanap ng basket. That's a deep 3 by Herrera. It will not fall. Feliciano streaking to the front court, trying to finish with the left. Hindi kumagat yung Pectus. Offensive rebound. And finally a bucket here in the third period. That time courtesy of Jack Homalesa. So with that bucket by Homalesa, the lead is down to 12, but it was biggest at 14, no? And look at that. Nagpe-pressure pa talaga sa perimeter. Itong Mandaluyong. La Rosa thought that they had a slow break going on there, but ball was deflected out of bounds by the defense of the Microsmith. And right now for Davao, they really have to get La Rosa and Homalesa going here in the third. Malesa trying to, but missing that jumper. Offensive rebound, good job. And that's Sahali with a corner 3. As I was saying, good job by Del Rosario there, the big guy of Davao, diving for the ball and getting that possession for Davao. Pero again, too easy on the jumpers by Mandaluyong. A good defense there by CJ. knocking that ball off the hands of Jaco Malesa.
Satparam talaga has been an unsung hero, so to speak, para dito sa Mandaluyong. Talagang even though the guards are doing the heavy lifting on offense, on defense, and then yung rebounding din ni Satparam can't express enough how important he is right now para dito sa lineup ng Mandaluyong.
Gravador, in that was actually a good play by Davao, but Gravador wasn't able to convert. Pero it started by Gumbal, binuli si Satparam sa ilalim to make way, to make a path for Bill Jeremy Gravador. Kaya lang, hindi nga lang na-shoot nitong si Bill. Davao giving up that foul. They're still down by 11 now, 46-35. And that foul, I believe, was against Gravador. As he gave up that baseline, talagang ano yan cardinal sin yan sa depensa pag binigay mo yung baseline sa kalaban mo. The opponent will always have the benefit of the doubt sa call ng refs.
Yes, no? And in that case nga, si Gravador natawagan ng foul.
Right.
Medyo nagmimintis na dito si Herrera. 3 misses already para sa kanya here in this third quarter.
In the meantime, here's Bill. Pull up from the baseline. Wala. And nobody there to contest the rebound. Almonte pulls it down para sa Mandaluyong. Right now, Davao King Thorns is 9th in the standings. So they have a 2-6 record. Samantala, Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith is 8th. So magkasunod lang sila sa standings. Mandaluyong has a 2-4 record. So a win in this game is really crucial if any of these teams are still vying for a playoff spot.
Oo, and they will give you more separation pagdating sa standings. No?
Right.
So very important game for both teams.
El Duayan missing that jumper. Now here's Bill Jeremy trying to accelerate, pero mabilis yung sundot ni Herrera. However, a bit out of control in that reverse. Oh, what a move right there. However, hindi pumasok yung layup ni Sahali. In the meantime, we have a report from the court side, turning it over to Richie.
Grabe ang opportunity nyo, i-maximize nyo lang. This is what Coach Arvin said during the halftime break. Coach also emphasized how this game might affect their standing and overall chance to enter the playoffs. Also adding that these players have no accountability, takot maglaro ng game at sarili lang iniisip dahil kung tutuusin nga ay lilima na nga lang ang Mandaluyong pero may teamwork ang nagsa-stand out nila. Back to you, Kyle and Eman.
Thank you very much, Richie. And medyo may laman na yun.
Kung hindi pa sila magising doon, di ba? I don't know what will wake up these boys. Lilima na nga lang ang kalaban nila, pero talagang kita mo naman kung sino mas gutom.
And look at that. What a setup by El Duayan. And Almonte finishes. And as Coach Arvin said, yun nga, that he deems his players being selfish, no? As they're not really moving the ball that well. I think sa assist, yeah, that's right. Samantala, Sahali, his second 3 of the game. So that's a sign of life para dito sa Davao King Thorns. Holding foul called against Gumbal right there after CJ tried to post him up. That's the 3rd foul of Gumbal. Here's CJ. And there it is again, the drive in the dish. However, ball was deflected out of bounds with 6 seconds remaining in the shot clock of Mandaluyong. Trying to go baseline was El Duwayan, but not giving enough room there. Homalesa running. He will go all the way, escapes and finishes with that lefty lay-in.
7 points na lang ang kalamangan nitong Mandaluyong, and the ball will go back to Davao.
Right, that's a bit out of control on that try there was Almonte, and he was surprised that the refs called it the other way, claiming that the ball was deflected off his hands. Still, the initial call stays. And I think Coach Arvin is recognizing na medyo bumabagal na tong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, and he is fielding in fresh legs.
That fatigue is finally setting in para dito sa Mandaluyong. No? So for every timeout that they'll have, talagang kailangan nila i-maximize at pahinga nila.
Right. However, that was a rebound there by Almonte. Liego to Herrera. Back to Justin. Justin again asks for the ISO. He knows he can blow by his defender, and he does! What a move!
What a beautiful crossover. And then yung hang time niya in the air to finish that layup para kay Justin Elduwain. Very impressive.
Just stopped the defender on his tracks, no? Meanwhile, La Rosa will try the corner three and knocks it down. So the lead is down to 6 after that three by La Rosa. Here's Justin once again. Oh, throws up a long one as the... Was there a shot clock, or did he think na patapos na yung quarter, no? Samantala, Homalesa. Yeah, with that layup of Homalesa, cuts the lead down to 4 points. The score is 50-46 after 3 quarters of play. Davao King Thorns getting back in this one, as that was the last layup by Jack Homalesa. Magbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL for the 4th and final quarter.
We're calling the attention of the owner of the vehicle, Fortuner, color black, plate number KJJ397. Please proceed to the parking area.
Before we resume the 4th quarter of play, well, before we enter the 4th quarter, we would like to acknowledge and thank our sponsors once again. Doride, Bola ng Pinoy, the official ball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Pound for pound fitness, be Liga ready. Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Don Benito's, ang pambansang kasaba. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Chris Jacob Collection, experience a sense of royalty with Chris Jacob Everywhere sprays, and for affordable but quality daily perfumes. And lastly, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. In the meantime, as the 4th quarter starts, Davao King Thorns scores and cuts the lead down to 2, 50-48.
Well, ito na yung pagod na
Yes.
nararamdaman ng Mandaluyong. It's starting to catch up to them. yung fatigue that they've been playing close to, 30 minutes na. May ang nilalaro nila here in this ball game. So, syempre, mararamdaman na din nila yan. And yung decision-making nila, maapektuhan na because they're not as sharp as they would want to be. No? Wala masyadong pahinga.
Meanwhile, Sahali, banks that one in. His third three of the game. Z getting it done para sa Davao King Thorns.
And the first time in this ball game, no, lumamang na itong Davao, 1-point lead para sa kanila.
And look at that, all over the offensive boards, the red shirts of the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith as CJ scores once again on the putback. So a bit of a seesaw battle here. Let's see if Jack could capitalize. Herrera just came out of nowhere to tie him up.
That is great help defense para dito kay Kiefer Herrera. No? Nakita niya na tumalikod ang offensive player and na blindside niya going for that ball.
And here's the defensive pressure of Davao King Thorns trying to slow down and tire out Mandaluyong. And that time they were successful after the ball deflection. Foul was called against Herrera. Only his first foul.
He's been doing a good job taking care of his foul situation. Itong si Kiefer Herrera, no?
So the lead that once stood at 14 points para sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith is now down to 1. But they get that defensive rebound. Now here's El Duwayan. Si Bill Jeremy Gravador na bumabantay sa kanya ngayon. The spin and the jumper short. Sabi mo nga, Kyle, ito na yung pagod. Slowly creeping in sa 5 players ng Mandaluyong. Samantala, Jeremy also short on the baseline, Jay. Gravador, rather. I just love his second name, Jeremy.
Jeremy. Bagay na bagay.
Mala Pearl dyan. Samantala, here is CJ. And now Justin against Bill Gravador. Herrera. Medyo pilit na yung tres na yun. Kiefer Herrera.
Yung legs talaga ng Mandaluyong. Makikita mo on how they're shooting their shots now.
Right. Their last attempts were either short or sobra-sobra. Yung last na 3-point attempt, itong si Kiefer Herrera, mukhang all arms, no legs, no?
Yes. And it's Davao's chance to get this lead back and steal it from Mandaluyong, and that's something I can't believe I'm saying that, no? That they would be stealing this win pa from a team that only fielded in 5 players, but that's a testament to how well Mandaluyong has played here today and their hunger to get back in the winning column.
Almonte again with the putback after that miss by Justin El Duwayan.
Simply inexcusable
Yes.
are the missed box out assignments nitong Davao.
Feliciano tries a 3, no, and Bill Jeremy will be called for the push against who else? Almonte, who's been really working extra hard off the boards.
So talagang itong mga players ng Mandaluyong, they deserve a well-earned massage after nitong laro na to. No? Massage tapos buffet.
Yun, buffet. Manalo man ng matalo, di ba? I mean, the way they played, sabi mo nga, nagugulat ka na Davao pa ang naghahabol at may chance na mag-steal ng game.
Yes, I'm sure kung ako yung naglaro ng 40 minutes, baka 2 araw akong tulog.
At kawawa yung buffet sa'yo.
No? Sulit na sulit. Malulugi sila.
What a play there! And capped off by Almonte once again. I believe that's his 6th straight point here in the 4th. What a play by Mandaluyong. CJ to Almonte. And that was an error on the part of Davao King Thorns. They are once again down here now by 5 points, 56-51. Though we still have 6 minutes 30 remaining, and of course Coach Mark Herrera and the Fab Five of the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmiths attempting to hold on to this lead and steal a victory over the complete lineup of the Davao King Thorns. El Duayan tries to spin to Diego, back to him. Justin for three. Bounces out. Chance for Davao to trim this lead down. Feliciano, fakes the pass. The Pinoy step, the reverse. Bounces out. But on the offensive board, that was Gumpal getting the foul from CJ Satparam.
And that time, Satparam naman missed his box out assignment, no? Allowing an offensive rebound para dito kay Gumpal.
Doon sa part ng Mandaluyong, medyo forgivable dahil pagod na 5 nga lang sila Pero yung kanina, yun lang.
Yes.
Na nakadalawang offensive rebounds at putbacks itong si Almonte, no?
For sure, for Mandaluyong, they're hoping and praying na matapos na itong laro na to. Tinitingnan na nila ang orasan. That's the longest 5 minutes para sa kanila. And for them, they should maximize every possession. Seeing that they're up by 4, try nilang ubusin talaga yung shot clock before getting a quality look at the basket.
Gumbal got the steal, but Diego got it back. I don't think that Gumbal should have passed that anymore. Kasi elite na ni Diego. At the same time, 3 na yung fouls.
Yes, you're almost certain na hindi na fa-foul si Diego doon.
Yes.
He would most likely give up the layup in that situation kasi syempre hindi na siya pwedeng madagdagan yung mga fouls niya. So medyo mental errors are costing Davao here.
And another foul here given up by Marcus Gumpal. That's his 3rd personal foul now.
And hingal kabayo na mga players nitong Mandaluyong, but still fighting against this much more loaded and taller Davao team.
They get the ball safely to Justin El Duayan. It has been him all game long, mostly para dito sa Mandaluyong. Diego, straightaway 3, just a bit short, no? But good line. Feliciano now. And I believe if I'm Davao, I'd like to get the ball to Homalesa or La Rosa. Even Sahali.
Yes, no, those are the more reliable players with the ball pag sa Davao.
And with under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th, you really need your stars to get that ball.
Yes. As it's with Mandaluyong, we can see Justin El Duayan really taking control, and yung pace and tempo ng opensa nila starts with him.
But so far, Justin has been a decoy because somebody else is doing the damage for Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, and that is Oliver Almonte Jr. Again with this beautiful move, going baseline, then spinning to the middle. Knocking it down. Mandaluyong up 58-52. We have a timeout. It is brought to you by Nature Spring. And we are back. 4 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in this game. This surprising game, especially para dito sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, who only have 5 players available, and they are currently protecting a 6-point lead, 58-52 against the Davao King Thorns. And so far, it has been El Duayan, no? yung primary offensive player ng Mandaluyong, pero in this fourth quarter, he has been dishing it out to his teammates, and one of the beneficiaries of that is Oliver Almonte, who is now the top scorer for Mandaluyong with 21 points. And it goes back dun sa sinasabi ng coach ng Davao, who is Coach Braganza, who said who deemed his players selfish and not really playing together as a team, unlike their opponents right now.
And that's something that they'll have to address talaga, no? School-based team na nga ang compared to Mandaluyong, Davao should have more chemistry, but it's not evident right now in the way that they're playing here on the court. And of course, for Mandaluyong, they have no one to lean on but themselves. Liliman na lang sila dyan on the floor, and they are really relying on each other, and each and every one of them has delivered in their own way.
And here is once again Oliver Almonte now at the line. However, he missed his second free throw. Let's see if they will try to find Homalesa, Sahali, or even Gravador. There's Jack in the middle. Ball does not go to him. Sahali fires, overshoots. And really surprising na kung sino pa yung 5 lang ang players, sila pa yung aggressor eh. Kung titingnan mo. And look at this. Elduayan dancing. A kick out. Oh, that's a 3 from CJ Satparam.
That is a big 3.
Wow.
For Satparam, giving them more caution heading into the final 3 minutes and 35 seconds of this fourth quarter.
That 3 by CJ gives Mandaluyong a 10-point lead, 62-52 right now, nearing the last 3 minutes of this game.
And in every possession nitong Mandaluyong, it's with Justin Elduayan. They are allowing him to create opportunities for himself and for his teammates.
That's right. At that time, that 3-point try by CJ from the other side does not fall. Davao now still. Now finally, Homalesa gets the ball. And immediately, pagkuha ni Jack ng bola, 3 kaagad ang kumulog sa kanya doon. And a pushing foul will be called against, I believe, Herrera.
Yes. A little trivia, Jack Homalesa, his uncle, Coach Mark Homalesa, used to be my coach back in high school, former UP Fighting Maroon. So basketball lineage running in the family. Ito ni Jack Homalesa.
There's La Rosa, fires up the 3, short. Gravador tries to get that offensive rebound, and I believe a foul will be called against O'Keefer. So that's his third. 2 players for Mandaluyong both have 3 fouls, Liego and Herrera. Let's see if they can maintain it. Under 3 minutes remaining here. Sahali, La Rosa, the flyby, fires up the 3. Still no go. And do you think that they need a 3-point shot right now, Kyle?
Not necessarily for Davao. They just have to take the best available shot. If it's a 3-pointer and it's open, why not? But they don't need to force anything from the outside right now. Still a lot of time, and both teams already in the penalty, and alam naman natin ang foul situations nitong Mandaluyong. Kailangan talaga nilang ingatan yan. So for Davao, it's a good time for them to keep attacking the basket and put pressure on the defenders nitong Mandaluyong.
And they are already in penalty, talking about the Davao King Thorns. And we expected this. Elduayan, kanina ba niya siniset up yung mga teammates niya. This time he took it all the way to the basket, was able to get the foul. Kaya lang na-miss niya yung first free throw.
Yes.
And as we take a look at Coach Jong of the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, signaling, though hindi ko lang kung ano ibig sabihin nun.
Maybe that's that seems to be one of their plays on defense, no?
Yeah, parang katok baba, no?
Yes, he kept screaming chin up kanina to his boys, so that's maybe from the looks of it, parang yun yung 2-3 zone nila, no? Maybe a man zone para dito sa Mandaluyong. And it's been working para sa kanila.
Humalesa called for the push and that rebound play.
That was an obvious push para kay Humalesa. Justin Elduayan had great inside position to get the rebound. No?
If Davao King Thorns goes on to lose this game, this is gonna be a really big blow for the morale of this team.
And the big boost for the morale of
yes.
Mandaluyong.
Talagang polarizing tong magiging effect ng game na to. Ano?
Oo.
If it goes Mandaluyong's way.
Yes. And Mandaluyong was able to evade having any of their players foul out. No, still a minute and 59 left, but for the most part, they've taken good care of their individual fouls. Speaking of itong Mandaluyong, muntikan na akong mag-warm up kanina. Kala ko may magpa-foul out, baka kinailangan nila ako. But nung nakita ni Coach Mark na nag-warm up ako, sinabihan niya yung players niya na huwag kayong foul.
At tsaka sabi ni Coach Mark sa'yo, extra small na lang yung uniform na available.
Naku, magiging crop top yun. And no one wants to see that.
Yep. In the meantime, a timeout has been called. It is brought to you by Nature Spring. Magbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Good afternoon. Again, we're calling the attention of the owner of the vehicle, Toyota Fortuner Color Black, plate number KJJ 397. Please proceed to the parking area.
One minute and 59 seconds remaining in this very exciting game. Exciting because it is a battle of really against all odds. No? Itong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, they only have 5 players available and they are ahead 65-52 against the Davao King Thorns.
Ang hindi lang excited right now are Davao. No?
Of course.
I'm sure they are perplexed that they are down by 11 right now.
And that time, that was an excellent play executed by Davao King Thorns, which begs us to ask, no? Pwede pala kaya pala ng ganun na ball movement, and then you find Bill Gravador open underneath.
If only they had done that earlier.
Yes. Meanwhile, another offensive rebound by the young gentleman in red. Oh, that would have been the dagger had it fell in, but it didn't.
And then another painful scenario para dito sa Davao. Dalawa yung players nila, isa lang para dito sa Mandaluyong, but still ball goes out in favor of Mandaluyong. But of course, our referees will have to take a look to make sure that they made the correct call.
That is a testament on how hard Oliver Almonte Jr. has been working all afternoon long.
Two Davao
in the
players,
paint.
yes,
Yes.
two Davao players had inside position. Talagang nasa labas na siya ng paint.
Right.
He still jumped high enough to be able to tip that ball and maybe get that possession in favor of his team.
As we take a look at it again, there he is. Almonte fighting every bit. Well, here, I think there's a...
Well,
this
siya
is
na
the
yung
same
naka-
play.
yes,
Oh,
siya na yung
that's the second
nakakuha ng-
offensive rebound, I believe.
Yes, that was
That was the first offensive rebound, and then...
that led to that shot
Yes.
by Herrera. So Almonte once again in the picture to
Right.
try and grab that offensive rebound. As we see here, dalawang white shirts
Yun.
had inside position. He was already at the back, pero he still made his presence felt just enough para maitapik nitong Davao ang bola palabas. So ball will stay with Mandaluyong. So 2 straight possessions
Yes.
that Almonte has gotten back para sa kanyang koponan.
All game long, Davao King Thorns, no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they know that Almonte and even Zatparam, no, they have the size advantage against these players, but they can even box them out in the most fundamental way possible. No?
Yes. And Mandaluyong has really played to win here today as opposed to Davao who were playing not to lose.
Right. Oh, that's a good statement right there from my partner Kyle Sanchez. Know thy name. Playing to win versus playing not to lose. As we have another timeout, it is brought to you by Nature Spring.
Back to the ball game.
One minute and 5 seconds remaining. Mandaluyong still in control. 65-54. Davao has possession. Grabador at the post. And there's a steal by Almonte.
Yung depensa ng Mandaluyong, lilima lang sila sa court pero parang feeling mo walo yung nasa loob or siyam eh, with the way that they've been helping on each other out on defense.
Here is Justin. Kick out. CJ knocks down the midi. Wow. We talked about the Mandaluyong players and experiencing fatigue and they're feeling it in their legs, no? Pero CJ Saparam just had 2 good buckets here in the 4th. And finally, Jaco Malesa gets a bucket. That time, yung shot na yun ni Humalesa was sariling sikap because he's been asking for the ball pero hindi pumupunta sa kanya, no?
And that's been the problem that Davao has been facing as reported earlier by their coaching staff. Yung unselfishness nila during the halftime break, yun yung tinatry nilang i-correct. But still in the second half, medyo nagkakanya-kanya yung mga players nila. Not a lot of ball movement kumpara naman dito sa Mandaluyong who have been sharing that ball and not hesitating to find an open teammate, and they've been rewarded with open shots. Itong Davao naman, they've been really trying to do a lot of things on their own, but as individually kasi we know that they're very talented, but as a team, of course, we always know that the team will always beat the individual, especially in basketball.
19.9 seconds remaining. Take a look at it again. Jaco Malesa, the offensive rebound and the bucket, but it may be a little too late for the Davao King Thorns. They're still down by 11, 67-56 against only 5 players from the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmiths. And to say that Mandaluyong has exhibited outstanding effort in this game is an understatement, partner, no?
Yes, an understatement indeed. Very, very impressive showing para dito sa Mandaluyong. And they were on a 3-game losing streak. So what a way for them to make a statement here that they only have 5 players but still carving out a win against a tall and talented Davao team.
And really, an unreal effort by Mandaluyong Junior Microsmiths. Of course, props to the coaching and the system na talagang in-implement nitong si Coach Mark Herrera and of course Coach Jong of Mandaluyong Microsmiths.
Not the first time that we've seen Coach Mark work with a depleted lineup. So nothing surprising para sa kanya. That's why when we look at him right now on the bench, no, talagang not a lot of emotion being shown by Coach Mark. Well, maybe if we ask him, I'm sure he expected to win this game, even though, of course, the odds were definitely not in their favor. But still, knowing that he's overcome challenges like this time and again in the past, well, he knows what to do and how to take advantage, how to make their disadvantage an advantage para sa kanila.
In the meantime, our officials just reviewed to make sure the possession goes to the right team, and they deemed that that ball was deflected out of bounds by Bill Jeremy Gravador of Davao. And Gravador gives up the foul, sending Kiefer Andre Herrera to the line, who also had an excellent game here para sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith.
And look at this. Mandaluyong only had 5 players pero Davao pang nagkaroon ng first graduation in Bill Jeremy Grabador here today.
Si Grabador pa ang graduate.
Oo nga, medyo yun ang nakakagulat, no? So,
Right.
and it's not as if the Mandaluyong hasn't played defense para lang iingatan yung fouls nila. They've been playing really good pressure defense pa nga. They've been helping and they've been playing good help side defense and they've been trapping as well when there were opportunities for them to trap.
We expected Davao King Thorns to be very aggressive, especially in the interior, to get the Mandaluyong players in foul trouble, but that did not happen. Probably a couple of times, no, but not really consistent, and that leads to a loss to the Davao King Thorns and to this very big win. Unreal para sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmiths, getting the victory with only 5 players available.
I'm not sure if this is a first here in Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, but definitely a momentous win para sa
Right.
Mandaluyong, fielding in 5 players, 4 guards at that, and 1 big man in CJ Satparam, but still doing enough to get a double-digit win para sa Mandaluyong. 3-0 sila today against this Davao and their
Right.
virtual 3-game series from the 14 and under all the way up to their 18 and under counterparts.
All game long, we've been talking about teamwork and the right plays, being unselfish and everything. And because of that, we have no choice. We have to pick at least 2 players of
Kung pwede,
the game.
5 na eh.
Kung pwedeng 5, kukunin natin lahat sila 5. Pero okay na yung dalawa as these 2 really shine out in this game. No? Outstanding effort. Si Justin El Duayan and of course Oliver Almonte, and they are now with our courtside reporter Richie Sangalang.
Mga kaliga, kasama natin ang ating player of the game. Grabe, what a win for Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Kasama natin dito si Justin Elduayan with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Matanong ko lang, 5 kayo, you guys were outnumbered by the Davao team. Matanong ko lang kung ano yung nagre-run to your mind during the game para maipanalo tong game.
Sabi lang ni coach, win or lose, laban lang kami kahit kulang kami kasi yun lang naman gagawin namin, 5 lang kami. So, kailangan lang namin lumaban kahit manalo, matalo, lalaban lang kami.
May mga gusto ka bang batiin o pasalamatan?
Unang-una sa lahat, pinapasalamatan ko si Lord kasi binigay niya sa amin tong win, and kay Coach Mark Herrera and kay Coach Yong na pumunta sa amin, and kay Tito Joseph Chua, tapos sa mga teammates ko na pumunta kahit 5 lang kami, lumabang kami, tapos sa mama ko na nandyan, kay mama, tapos sa girlfriend ko na nandyan din, kay Maika, tapos yung mga tao sa bahay namin, especially Elduayan family, gusto ko lang.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Elduayan, and mapunta naman tayo kay Oliver Almonte with 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 1 assist. Yun nga, na-outnumbered kayo ng Davao team. Matanong ko lang, ano yung nag-push sa inyo para maipanalo tong game?
Katulad din po na sinabi niya, nalaban lang talaga.
May mga gusto ka bang batiin o pasalamatan?
Nagpapasalamat po ako kay Lord and kay Coach Mark, kay Tito Joseph Chua, kay Coach Yong, at sa family ko. Kay Mama Vicky, at sa girlfriend ko, Nicole Estoy ko.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Almonte, and nais lang namin magpasalamat sa Don Benitos for providing a scrumptious Filipino delicacy to our players of the game. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama. Back to you, Kyle and Eman.
Thank you very much, Richie. And there you have it, our players of the game brought to you by Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama, Oliver Almonte, and Justin Elduayan. Congratulations, Mandaluyong Microsmith. This has been a remarkable game and a remarkable win para dito sa Mandaluyong. So, yes, hi kay Sir Joseph Chua, na I believe the team owner ng Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, and of course, I'm sure dadali niya sa buffet itong Fab 5 ng Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith na to, kasama siyempre si Coach Jong at Coach Mark Herrera.
tanong ko kung pwede akong sumama, no? Habulin ko na sila ngayon kung pwede sumama sa buffet.
Huwag niyo na po isama si Kyle.
But yes, very, very impressive showing para sa Mandaluyong fielding and 5 players here today against Davao. And total team effort, of course, trusting each other out there on the floor, leaning on the team chemistry that they've built throughout this season, and very impressive showing for Mandaluyong.
In the meantime, do not go away. The other half of this 6-game game day is about to start. It's going to be between the Valenzuela Progress versus Quezon City 828 Giants. On behalf of my partner, Kyle Sanchez, it was Eman Cabiles saying good afternoon and see you sa next Manny Pacquiao Junior MPBL.
Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Congressman Eric Martinez, Dr. Catherine Martinez, and Kapitan John Manoy Ahero for hosting today's game. Maraming salamat po.